Well, you've been asking for a house tour and AD didn't deliver, so guess we're doing it ourselves. So welcome to my 1980s apartment that I've just gut renovated, completely stripped bare and started again and turned into what's now my home. So I want to start here in the kitchen because this really informed the entire design for the whole apartment. I started with these slabs of Calacatta Viola. Now, the reason I picked this is because this was sitting in a stone yard that I visited for like 5 years and no one ever bought it because it had this yellow staining in it. But to me, it felt like I was sitting in a beautiful old Italian deli, and I just thought that brought so much character into the space and just brought this whole apartment to life. So the other reason that stone was so important is because it actually drew all the colors from the outlook, which to me kind of looks like I'm trapped in a polar bear exhibit. But living here, it's like a live art wall. When it rains, it's like a waterfall out there in the sun. You see all the trees growing. You see wildlife out there. It's like my own private zoo. So it's luckier here in spring because the purple in the stone actually reflects the jacaranda that's just come into bloom, and you get that purple hue that drapes through the space. So the living room was really about creating a space for lots of friends to come over and hang out. It's kind of like a bit of a dining area. It's also for watching movies. And as you can see, I'm a bit of a slut for collecting books. One day I just want to have a big office library, double voided space that is just lined in books. So we're starting the collection young and we're gonna build it. So these were actually painted by my really good friend Augustine, who's a really talented artist from Colombia originally. And he painted these when I moved in, and they're all about looking into the unknown. So every morning I look at these and these look back at me. And at the time it was really important because I had just quit my job, I'd just started a business, I'd moved into a new apartment. So it was fresh beginnings in every aspect. So these have become really quite sentimental to me and will move with me to wherever I go. For me, interior design is all about collecting things over time, and I have quite the affiliation with furniture, and just collecting all these pieces really sort of start to tell a story, especially in 20 years when I've got all these pieces that I've collected over time. It's just going to build into this beautiful sort of eclectic space that's a true testament to my style. One of the main reasons I bought this apartment was this abundance of outdoor space. So growing up in the country, having outdoor space is really important to me, especially outlook, being able to see the sky, see the weather coming, and to create a more intimate sort of garden setting here really enhances that sort of lifestyle. And somewhere I can host, entertain, I can work out here. It just creates a really lovely atmosphere for anyone involved. So now let's go see where the magic happens. So now we come up to the grand foyer, the intersection of the master robe, master ensuite, and walk-in robe, my favorite three places. So I think we need to start in the master ensuite because this is really where my whole apartment went a little bit viral. What I did was relaid it out to create this really expansive vanity area, big walk-in shower, relocated the toilet. So what I've tried to create here is a really sort of luxurious experience in my home, almost like you're at a really beautiful hotel. I mean, I'm 6'3", so I like things to make me feel insignificant and small. And I've done that by exaggerating the height and following all the joinery up to the ceiling here. This is my favorite part of every morning, is waking up and showering in here. You get the sunlight coming through this fluted glass, standing here and just come back to life. And then I don't even need a towel. I just stand out here naked and dry myself on the roof terrace. Up here, I wanted to create a bit of an escape with the landscaping and make it feel like I'm in the Mediterranean with all these really lush plants, the big olive trees, the draping rosemary. It gets all day sun and you really wouldn't know that you're in the heart of the city right here. This is also amazing at night. I've done movies projected up on the wall, little pizza night, little fire, and eventually there's going to be greenery growing up all over this wall, so you'll just feel like you're in a luscious green garden. The most difficult thing about this whole renovation was my expensive taste. I wanted solid Italian stone everywhere, so all of the balconies have been repaved with solid grey marble and dark travertine, lining all these spaces to make it feel like it's a really beautiful heritage Tuscan villa. And now we've come full circle back into the master bedroom, which is apparently where magic happens, but I'm not much of a magician. I love this bedroom for the fact that I can open all this glass and look out to the skyline and the trees on this balcony and wave to my guests downstairs. I had to take out the entire wardrobe just so I could fit a Super King bed in here. But my God, it is the best purchase I have ever made in my life. This bed, I've never slept better. So out of the bedroom, back to the grand foyer and through to the walk-in robe. So I actually removed one of the bedrooms in this apartment to be able to create an extra ensuite and an extra walk-in robe. So in here, because you see this from the hallway, or the grand foyer as we're calling it, I wanted to create a bit of a display shelf so when people are walking through it all looks very well presented. I like to live with no signs of living. I lined this whole room in linen wallpaper just to have that really boutique sort of feeling, like you're in a beautiful store, and then lined the end of it with mirror so you can get dressed and see yourself in this beautiful lighting and be ready for the day. It's purely just a room so I can spray Esmer on myself. Serenity. And if you're wondering what Esmer is, it's all about jeans, a white t-shirt, and I'm launching this in November, so stay tuned. And last but not least is your room. For all the guests that come and stay, I created a really beautiful, almost like hotel room. So here I wanted to create a really beautiful bathroom experience for my guests, you know, having a floating mirror here, accentuating the view either side out to this amazing rock wall, the olive tree, the jacaranda tree that we saw again downstairs, and that design ethos following through into this purple stone. I've lined all the bathrooms in solid 20mm thick travertine, which again had to get carried up 5 flights of stairs to get into this building, so this place ain't going anywhere. Oh, hang on. No, you need to go now. We're done.